Okay, so last episode, you guys explored some stuff, found out about some smiths that were inside the castle. You also found out that, hey, there was some stuff in the area. Thistle, you found the abandoned laboratory. You didn't go in it yet. You just found the abandoned laboratory. And Balsam found his pairing with Sir Ink. He found his spirit pairing. So there's Sir Ink and Packrat. To go over, if you guys missed it, what Packrat does, Packrat has the ability to compress talents into miniature potions. It can compress the last ability that was used in the area into a drinkable potion. When a spell or ability involving magic enters his 5-foot field, he can half the effect of whatever it is and pocket that as a potion that can be drank or thrown on his turn. He can carry.
Not gonna remember that.
He can carry any infinite number of potions that he makes, but he cannot carry anyone else's potions.
Okay.
So, you all are at this, like, fork in a road section. Do you want to go right, which leads into the abandoned laboratory? Do you want to go down, which leads further into the prison? Or do you want to go left, where Balsam found his spirit?
I was about to say, aren't we in the prison?
Yes. You just left off at a fork in a road. We're like, there's 3 pathways.
Didn't we say left, but I guess we didn't make a full decision?
You said you wanted to get through the prison as fast as possible, but you guys didn't make a full decision whether you wanted to leave the prison or not.
We want to leave the prison, right?
I want to go see the abandoned laboratory, but yes, we don't need to stay here any longer than we need to. But I think it's worth exploring.
Oh,
you know me,
wanna...
I like to explore.
You don't want to cause a prison riot?
So my question is,
good old
West Coast riot.
Right, left, or down?
Right, because that's where the lab is, correct?
Is everybody in agreement?
I am.
Frango's fine with that.
Okay. Here's the owlbear link in OOC.
Pretty. What's the big aquarium?
I will explain that in a moment. So, after everyone has kind of gotten in, I can start to explain. Just waiting on Alfwin.
Get in what?
The owlbear.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. One moment.
Okay, so were you able to get in Alfwin?
It's loading.
Aelfwin.
Alfwin. I'll get it right eventually.
Well, one is a, puppet alien, and the
Eats
other
cats.
is her.
That's Alf, not Alfwin.
Yeah, it's not Alf. Aelfwin.
Alfwin, like I said, the brain. So, what you all see in front of you is you see a lab. When you walk up the stone steps, you see that there is, on the right side, there is rows and rows of tables full of science experiments, beakers, and dusty lab equipment, as well as magic circles that have been on the ground etched into it glowing. On the left of you, you see an aquarium that has some kind of metal-like eel in it. It looks like it's made of clockwork parts, but they're bending like they're made of flesh. And as it zaps an electricity, every so often you see that electricity is then absorbed into some coils then brought into 2 beakers, where these beakers have different solutions. In the middle area, you see there, you can't see it, but the hexagram is a large green tube, imagine like a large vacuum tube. Inside of it is a green liquid. Surrounding it is Tesla coils, and there are stairs leading up to it, as well as.
Is it connected to the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes from the floor to the ceiling.
And there's also multiple other tubes going into it that are interexchanging liquid into it. And there's a couple of magical ruins on machine pedestals. You can see like mechanical arms with like ruins on them, pressing up against like the tube, glowing, and then taking back, switching its surface out with another ruin, and then placing it up against it. Rinse, recycle, repeat. You also see that towards the corners there is more magical-based research with alchemical knowledge, and towards the back there's more clockwork research with a globe.
It's very glowing in here.
What do you guys want to do?
Pringle wants to investigate the tube. The big green tube.
I want to insight check the shit out of everything.
Okay, so do you want me to move your token, or can you move your token?
Oh,
Yeah, give me a second.
by the way, Aelfwin, Winnie, you're not wearing armor, right?
No, I don't believe.
Prango, you're good on your AC, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Aelf's
Okay,
armor is more of like a integration, but
It's my skin.
Got it. I finally like did my spell stuff, so I have mage armor now, and I don't have very many level 1 spells, but I do have 4 spell slots, so I can cast mage armor on you, me, and Hal, and give us all an AC boost.
Yeah, no, mage armor actually does worse for me than better.
Yeah, that's why I figured that would be the case for you, but it should bump all of us up by like 2 or 3. It would bump me by 3 since I took my leather armor off.
So what boost does it say it gives exactly?
So if I cast it on you and you're not wearing armor, you're going to be surrounded by my protective magic, and it lasts for 8 hours, and so then your base AC becomes 13 plus your dex modifier. So for me, I would gain 3 AC levels,
Okay,
and it would last us for 8 hours.
I do apparently have leather armor or something. I don't know. I'm going to like.
I don't think you have it on though, because like I have it and I took it off, and it cost me 1 AC, but this gains me an extra +2.
Yeah, I guess I get the +2.
yeah.
Okay, so that puts me up to 17.
Just
Yeah.
remember it as a temporary bonus.
You can
Yeah.
actually click on armor class, and they have like the ability to put an additional magic bonus, so you can put it up to whatever 13 plus your dex would be.
I would recommend just writing it down as a temporary bonus so you don't forget.
17. Okay.
Well, I can redo it every time like it runs out. We have it for 8 in-game hours, and
I know,
we're
I'm
probably going to
just-
take a rest before that.
Just saying.
Just write it. Just putting that somewhere I can see it.
Okay. So
Yeah. So I'm going to cast that 3 times on us.
And I would like to investigate this tube of green whatever.
alright. Roll me an investigation check, Prango. Also, as soon as one of you enters the lab, I need Hal and Prango both to make me a wisdom save because you both entered first.
You catch me up.
What are they getting hit with?
I'm going to spend a key point to reroll that.
You'll see in a moment.
16.
9. I
For the
almost got
wisdom
it.
save.
I got
You-
some.
what you see is you see that so all the lights that are in the lab go a dark red as you just hear on a bunch of magic mouths come out of the wall, and they all say in unison, "For I do not like my intruders coming in unannounced. So, each of you shall be dealt a bit of damage for control."
Spell magic.
I mean, great, you dispelled the magic mouth, but it didn't stop the defense system.
Oh, well, never mind.
I mean, I don't think... So you see two Tesla coils pop up out of the ground and throw a bolt of lightning at the both of you. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, I get advantage. 1 second.
I got a nat 20. 29.
Hal just kind of
It's
sidesteps it, and Prango just jumps. And they just careen two bolts into the wall.
Nice.
And
Well
then
done, you
for
two.
my investigation check, I got a 18.
As you approach the green tube of liquid, you see that there is a silhouette that is very familiar in there. It looks very animalistic as a silhouette. Also, as soon as you walk up to the as soon as you walk up, you feel the ground give in a bit as a pressure plate, you stepped on it.
Oh, that's not good.
As you step on
yeah.
a pressure plate, you can see that I need you to make me a strength save.
Oh. 19.
Okay, you almost passed. Two metal
Almost
claws come around and grab around your arms, and two more come out from the ground and grab your legs. And what you can see then happens is then immediately from there, the rest of you see a large needle come out of the ceiling, coming down and charging up with some kind of energy before it opens up like a flower blooming, and you see a small claw come towards Prango.
Oh, fuck no.
It then clips onto his fur, and you see a long, white, spectral, almost string come out of his body as his body goes limp for a quick moment.
Wait, we can't try to shoot this or stop it or anything?
You can most certainly... I'm just describing this, what's happening. You can... I was going to have you see if you guys wanted to do anything after I was done explaining it, but you see there's a... Now that it's holding this, there is a...
I don't want it to touch him.
There's some scissors that are coming down to snip this white string. Do any of you want to do anything?
How high up are the scissors?
So, the floor to the ceiling is 30 feet, and Prango's body's limp, as if he's not dead, but not unconscious either. And this, like, white string coming out of him is being stretched like...
Wait, he's not dead, but he's not unconscious?
He's
So he's conscious?
He's in between limbo.
I wonder if this will work. Can I cast heat metal on like the scissors or arm to maybe like get the thing to drop the scissors?
Which one do you want to use? One's holding what appears to be some kind of spiritual energy coming from Prango, and the other one is holding magical scissors.
Fuck, which one? The one holding the scissors.
Okay. Does it need to save?
Yes, hold on.
Hey, Prango is prone, right?
No, I'm not prone.
He's restrained.
I'm being held up. I'm restrained by these metal things.
While
Hold
while
on.
they're doing this,
Con save.
I'm gonna cut out for a second.
can I possibly polymorph Prango?
If he was willing, but that requires him to be willing, and he's in an unconscious, restrained state. So
I would be willing. I'd be willing.
okay. So first off, your heat metal goes through and it heats up the scissors and it drops the scissors as the hand heats up and it literally just melts into slag as it drops the scissors on the floor as they clank and then melt into a pool of molten metal.
Oh,
Sweet.
Prango's not in danger anymore.
Can I use another heat metal on the other hand then?
You can, but you also see that now it is like so like this like kind of like mechanical hand has a hold of this like white essence of Prango and it starts to like spin it like taffy, getting more and more of it.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast heat metal on it as well. Just let go.
Hurt? Does this hurt Prango?
This doesn't hurt you, but you are experiencing a weird sensation, Prango, of that you
I think
can...
it's messing with your soul.
It's messing with your soul, basically. You can see everyone around you, and you can see this thing happening, but you can't do anything to communicate, because it's your soul.
Can I try to break free?
That's the thing. It has a hold of your soul, and your soul's out of your body.
Oh, well, so I can't really do much.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
Can't speak or anything.
I don't think polymorph will help in this.
And he's like suspended, stuck in place by this string.
Yeah. The string is my soul.
There is no just pulling you out of the way at this point.
No. You need to figure out how to put my soul back into my body from these hands.
But, so I heat metal on the other hand that's grabbing his soul.
19.
Oh, that saves. Well, it's a concentration for me, so every turn it has to make the save again.
So you heat the metal up.
Does it do damage?
So you heat, yeah, it heats the metal up, and it's breaking like the circuitry on it, and it's making it very hard for it to move. So you see it slow down from turning, and then you see it trying to pull back up into the ceiling with just a piece of it. As what happens is it's attempting to shake back and forth to break a piece off from Prango's soul.
Can I throw a dart at it? Well, a dart at it.
Well, answer that first.
What?
Well, answer Hal's first, since he's trying something.
Hal, what's up?
Can I throw a dart?
Yeah, you could throw a dart at it. Slow it down.
Yeah.
Where do you want to aim the dart?
Probably a little bit above the hand, where the hand is, like,
so like the wrist.
I guess where like the arm would be located. To like jam a dart in there.
Are you aiming for a joint, or are you aiming for like its arm?
Its arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled 12.
You do not hit.
Darn, I'm throwing another
I'm
one.
gonna use Control Soul under Heart to restore the nature of Prango's soul to his body. Basically take it away from the hands.
Okay, so what you do is you force the soul back into Prango, and now, Prango, you are up and alive again, but there is this thing that is clutching onto one piece, like one little fragment of your soul that's still like connected.
No, I said I took it away from it and restored his soul to whole and in its original state inside his body.
What I'm saying is the control would allow you to put it back into it so you can like fight it and do a tug of war, but it's like It's got like a good grip on one little piece of it.
Restoring
Springer-
his soul, which is an ephemeral thing, to its whole state, wouldn't that just take it out of that thing's hands, regardless of grip? Because soul doesn't have mass or matter. And if I'm using magic to restore it to its whole state, it would take the piece away.
Okay.
I don't know if this helps any, but I would like to cast Beacon of Hope on
So,
Prango.
Prango, you now have your soul back in your clutches of your body, and you are now awake with this metal claw in front of you that is super hot, that is malfunctioning, trying to do something. And you're
I'm just gonna try to get the fuck
restrained
back.
in these metal joints.
I'm gonna. You give me 1 second. Let me check something on my character sheet. Oh,
I do have to ask something though. Let me roll a hit.
Well,
go ahead, sweetheart.
Is there any way I could still cast Beacon of Hope on Prango?
You can still cast Beacon of Hope.
What's that do?
can I try and can Aurora try and
Prango, does a 22 hit?
What's Beacon of
no.
Hope?
No,
Let
it
me see
doesn't.
if I can post it.
Oh,
Aurora?
Ty, or sorry, Aurora. Do you have armor on, hun?
Oh.
I believe I have whatever. Yeah, leather armor.
I don't
Yes.
think
Oh,
you
yeah,
have it equipped because I was snooping earlier.
She has special armor though.
Yeah, I haven't put it into the system yet.
Yeah, I gotta
okay.
She has a special armor suit from me.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
I gotta
out
play around with the system some more to properly put it in.
I'm trying to figure out how to post it in chat.
But I wanted to see if Aurora could possibly
Just read it
stop
out.
the particles winging.
It's hard to hear
From
you.
hitting. Oh.
In my pocket, take my other earphone.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what you were saying, hun.
Give her 1 second. She's putting my other earbud in.
Beacon of Hope
wanted to
is you choose a number of creatures within range for the duration of the target has advantage in wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and you gains a maximum number of hit points possible for any healing. You've cast a Beacon of Hope on him.
Just in case it's got to make any more will saves or whatever.
So,
Since it's already hot, can I cast Firebolt at the arm?
1 minute.
Can I try
Does-
something first?
1 minute.
But
Does a
Sorry.
22 hit,
22
Prango?
does not hit.
Okay.
No,
What did
22
you
doesn't
want to
hit.
do, Thistle?
Well,
Pringo wanted to
and-
try something.
Aurora wanted to try something first.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to come over by Hal and use Thorn Whip on the pendulum.
You have to step into the place first.
Can I try to figure out how to disarm this trap?
You can. Aurora, make me a wisdom save.
Oh, that's fun.
26.
Okay, you pass.
Okay.
Now make me a dex save.
15.
You are strucken by lightning as a
Wait,
Tesla
is it
coil.
traps?
Huh?
Is it a trap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone walking
Okay,
into
so
the room gets hit.
I have advantage.
Made to avoid or resist traps, so you'll get a second try at that dexterity save.
Yeah?
Sweet.
Make me another dex save then.
It wasn't any better. It was much worse. It was an 8.
Okay, so you're taking 20 lightning damage as it arcs a bolt out and hits you. Thistle, roll me your insight.
It's
Then
inside, not okay.
You're
You want?
you're inciting to try to disengage the trap, correct?
15.
So you're talking about the Tesla trap, correct?
Uh-huh.
So the Tesla trap is mechanical in nature, meaning that if you want to disengage it, you either have to find the breaker that is controlling it, or you need to overload or overclock its system, damage it somehow to make it so the trap is inert. So find its control beacon, or just send a strong enough volt of electricity through its system to fry it.
Or wanted to try.
I could
Jeez.
do I can shoot, let's see. Chromatic orbit. Where's the lightning coming from? From
I'm
the
gonna-
Tesla coils?
I'm gonna highlight it real quick. The current Tesla coil is coming from here.
Where that circle is?
Yes.
Do you guys think shooting it with lightning would overload its systems or make it worse?
Yes.
Until I'm not attached to the same machine.
I think he's got a point there.
Like the thing in front of me is really fucking hot right now, and I can feel like right here. So can we please not do anything else to this machine until I'm not hooked to it?
You got it.
And then I'm going. Well, I'll let you go ahead and go first. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lift my little rabbit legs, and I'm gonna try to rabbit hop, and a nice full 30 feet jump out of these restraints.
Roll me another strength save.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna spend a key point to re-roll that. It did not work out for me.
Nope.
No.
It has you restrained. Like,
So I jump,
rigid.
and you hear my shoulders pop, like you audibly hear my shoulders go.
crack.
Okay, so Aurora wants to I want to do the thorn whip towards the what is it? A giant axe, swinging axe.
It's like the pendulum holding the scissors above my
Yeah.
head.
Well, they
Uh,
doesn't
the
have the scissors
scissors-
anymore.
The scissors are already melted on
Oh.
the floor.
I don't know.
Can I look around to see if I can find a way to disarm this? That this thing is disarmed.
I didn't understand any of that.
Can I look around and see if I can't find a way to get out of these restraints without having to use my arms, without using if there's like a
Investigation.
button somewhere, I can do that. I think probably not, but we'll see.
What kind of restraints are they? They're just holding him?
They are
9.
cold iron restraints.
So they're
No.
locks?
So the restraints are very much like shackles, in which they came up from the ground from like metal joints, and then shackled around him, locking, deadbolt style.
Well, I could try to pick him, Prango, but I don't want to go in and have to do like the wisdom saving throws without trying to disarm that.
We could revisit polymorph.
Yeah, why don't you just make him into like a fish or something so that he could slip out of them, but without arms?
Appreciate not being a fish.
A snake?
Okay, I've got this. Yes, a snake.
1 minute before you do that. So,
Okay.
Prango, your investigation comes up as you're not sure how you're going to get out of this, but you do feel a burning sensation around your wrists and ankles, in the sense that these shackles are made of cold iron. They don't feel
Guys,
comfortable.
I think you should get out of these like really quick. This is starting to burn like really cold.
Can I turn you into a snake?
Imagine dry ice.
Oh gosh. Uh,
I'm calling to him. May I turn you into a snake?
One moment. Real quick. I just want to take a closer look at what's in this tank. You said it was like something animalistic.
It's got like lightning coming off of it. It's an eel that's made out of gears.
No, that's
this thing.
That's this thing. This thing is.
Oh, the tank that I thought that's what I forgot that was a tank.
The tank that's in front of
the
him.
tank.
You can't quite see exactly what it is, but it looks like an animal humanoid, kind of.
There's time to look when we get you out, buddy.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and tell me then.
All right, I shall turn him into a snake.
Okay, you've polymorphed him into a snake. He drops to the ground out of the shackles. And upon doing so, the shackles are brought away, as they no longer sense that anything is in them, unclamping. And then you see out from the ceiling, there is a mechanical sort of hand that comes out, and then across it is an arcane eye that pops out of it. Along with it is another mechanical branch that comes out, and there's an arcane mouth that says, "Oh, it seems you've entered my old lab. How interesting. I never thought I'd have such good intruders. What a pity, though. I was hoping that I would have another test sample. You really did put a number on him." No matter.
12?
Huh?
Wondering what number we put on him.
No, I was heat metaling the thing.
No, it's
I'm
because
just being a bitch.
his new test subject.
He said we really put a number on him, and I wanted to know what the number was. 42?
No.
Always 42.
So.
How tall is this tube?
Does anybody have more powerful lightning damage than 3d8?
Probably Balsam.
Yeah, I know, but he's not here.
I do believe Aurora.
The doctor begins to talk some more as he says, "But no matter. I shall simply have to have somebody. After all, I need someone to really put this into the final gear. Let's see, who will be the next test subject for me?" You then see out a bunch of the tiles slide open from the ceiling, and about 20 or so of those same claws kind of pop out.
Oh no.
I want to shoot the thing with lightning.
Speak louder, sweetheart.
I have fall lightning.
You do? How much damage does it do?
It's a D10 for
Every level you cast it at, essentially.
basically.
What's stronger? Because I'm a 3d8 at base, and I can upgrade that.
So it's 3d10 at the base level, I think, and then
Okay, yeah, then do that.
lot level above third is another d10.
Yeah,
Who's
I'd say
doing-
try it at the base level and see
Who's doing
how
what
it
now?
goes first.
Aurora, but how big is the room?
Well, it's that spot that's on the map that Cactus highlighted. That's what we have to shoot.
That's the Tesla coil trap.
That's what you said we needed to shoot, that it seemed like it was coming out of, correct?
I said you could shoot it and potentially fry it, or you could try to find the source, like the source orb of it. and
Yeah, but you
fry
said
that.
we could try to overload it.
Yes, you could. I just didn't know what you were going to fire at, because you said you're going to fire a lightning bolt at him, the talking magic mouth with the...
No, I was always
Eye.
meaning the Tesla coil thing.
Okay.
Because I wanna make it safe for everybody who hasn't already gone in the room, meaning me and Balsam and Winnie, to go into the room.
Oh shit, I can do a lightning thing.
Someone do a lightning thing.
Well,
Aurora,
if
you
you're
gonna
not-
shoot it?
Okay. Aurora, are you going to shoot it or not?
Well, so I wanted to find the source first before we decide to potentially fry everybody that's already in the room.
It's not going to fry everybody that's in the room. He said that we could potentially overload the system, and since it's shooting lightning, I figured hit it with lightning, and that could overload its circuits.
All right.
What if maybe we don't like completely put it out of commission and instead try to find the source and just shut it down so we can turn it back on if we need to?
I'm just trying to get 3 of us into the room with you guys.
Yeah, I know, but the 3 of us that are in the room can go and find the source, right? It's got to be in this room.
And can you guys please make like a check for traps or something, because you've already triggered 2 of them, and I'm guessing there's a lot more in that place.
Speaking of which, minus the spiritual claws above you, I need all of you that are in the room to make me a
I wanted to cast Shatter on the main machine up
wisdom save.
there.
Prango gets advantage on a wisdom save.
Okay, Prango, you get advantage. Aurora and Hal and Slush are all gonna have to make me a wisdom save.
I wanted to try to.
Goodness, 20.
I wanted to try and cast.
Spirit Leaf, what do you want to do?
I wanted to try and cast Shatter on the main machine before the hands came out, but it's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna activate Loose Initiative here. Loose Initiative being that every person gets a turn, but we go down from the call. So, Alpha, CC, Cursa, Spirit Leaf, and Ty. We chill with that?
Works for me.
So,
Can I go back to being a rabbit?
you can.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so that ends the machine's turn. You went back from being a rabbit. CC, do you want to do something?
Oh, I don't get an actual turn?
You turned back from being a snake.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Callie?
I guess if I'm not shooting this thing, are there any traps anywhere that like I can, detect from where I'm standing?
Not at the moment, because you're just in the gateway. You haven't gone up the steps.
Go ahead and shoot it. Yeah, seriously. Go ahead.
Well, I don't even have the strongest lightning power, so.
I mean, any lightning is better than no lightning, right? You don't plan on coming in until you get rid of it?
I have a lightning ability, but I have to make contact with it to use it. But I am willing.
Then you'd have to go in there, and so you're going to be doing the wisdom saves every time also until we get this thing dealt with. I'll just wait for everybody else to do their stuff.
Kirsa, do you want to do anything?
I don't think there's much. Let me think. I would like to. Let me see who's closer. I'm going to grant Aurora a bardic inspiration.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Hal, what do you want to do?
I wanted to.
You can shatter it.
Yeah.
The hands missed you guys. They came down and clanked and then missed you.
I wanted to shatter the main machine part, the part that opened up like a flower. The main hub of it, and as many hands as I can catch in it at the same time.
Okay, so the flower part was only on the one part that Prango was on. Above you is the ceiling where there is a magical eye and a magical mouth that is talking like the potion alchemist, and there is mechanical hands coming from the ceiling that are attempting to come down and grab your souls.
Okay, then I'll try to shatter as many hands as I can.
Okay.
Do I roll it?
Yeah.
12.
So you roll the damage, and as you do so, you create a small shatter in the air. The hands then begin to sway and clank into each other as 5 or 6 of them fall off of their joints and onto the ground, clanking as metal hits the ground. As they each clank and hit the ground, some hit some pressure plates, which open up different Tesla coils. You hear the shocking of electricity come forth as you see 3 of them appear and come up.
Are those now?
Huh?
What are those now?
Those are more Tesla coils. Because they use shatter on the arms, which then had the arms fall down, they fell, hit traps that were pressure plates, and spawned more Tesla coils.
And what do these Tesla coils do?
The same thing as the first one.
Which was
Shock you.
Shoot out lightning.
They all appear to be connected to the same grid. Everyone roll me deck saves again.
So who's next?
We go back up to the top. We go down to the bottom where Ty is.
Exclusive war.
I was gonna
If Howard wants to do something else.
I was gonna have Slush if he has anything electrical to try and shock the Tesla coils.
21 for me.
9.
I don't think you are in. Yeah, you are in one.
20.
Would they still be under the effect?
What?
If they got out of the room and came down to where we were, would they still be under the effects?
Probably not. 'Cause they're not in
You
the
guys could
room.
get out of there.
Okay, Aurora, you failed the deck save. You're getting shocked by lightning again. The 4 Tesla coils combined fire a bolt at you for 30 damage. As you hear an electric shock. Boom!
Yours.
Oh, seriously? Okay.
Unless. Oh, wait, has Slush got something?
Slush doesn't have anything.
Alright, so it's Aurora now.
So after I get shocked this last time,
I'll be right back.
What are you gonna do?
Did anybody else take damage?
No, they
Just.
passed.
Oh, okay.
that's it. And then I'm gonna cast Call Lightning at let's do 4th level on the Tesla coils. But
It's a 60-foot fucking.
60-foot radius. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's 10 feet tall.
So,
So
you
you're
want.
using Call Lightning, which creates a cloud that's 60 feet, right?
Or it's a 10-foot tall cylinder with a 60-foot radius.
Where are you wanting to stick it?
I have suggestions.
I mean, anywhere you put it, you're gonna hit everybody in the room.
Actually, if it can't accommodate it, then it can't be cast. If the room can't accommodate it.
Oh, the room is not 60 by 60, I don't think. From the center of the room, which looks to be about right here,
storm appears in the shape of a cylinder.
It's
Six,
50
10.
all around.
Yep, it's a 50 by 50.
Spell fails if you can't see a point in air.
Ugh.
Yep.
Yep. Unfortunately, that spell would not work.
Back up to you, Prango.
Well, diameter is all the way through the center, so it's actually 30 feet from the center.
No, it says 60-foot radius.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Radius.
diameter. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give her the chance to do something else if she wants to do something else, or do you want to keep on looking through your spells first?
No. Okay, so can I look around for the source?
Oh, you most certainly can. Roll me investigation.
That's a 13.
You find that the source is right here. It is the
Where?
mechanical eel inside the water tank to the left.
Mm.
Is there only one hookup to the eel?
There is one pipe that is connecting into the beaker, but you can see in the bottom of the tank there's multiple probes set up at the bottom that are connecting into the tank.
This eel is definitely for more than just this room.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to shatter it.
Yeah, I'm about to come. Yeah, so I'm about to go over there myself. I'm gonna hip hop across the room. Like I'm gonna bounce off of Aurora and Slosh's shoulders, and try to land as deftly as I can. I want to keep an eye on the ground, especially for any tiles that seem less sturdy than others.
I could change the water that's in the tank to hydrogen, and then you guys could blow it up.
Oh my god!
I can also just kill the eel.
Hey,
Can you
Could I
see the
switch my-
tank though, Thistle?
What?
Can you see the tank though?
You said I could.
You
When we
can't do it.
walked into the corridor, you said that we could see it.
If you were here, perhaps.
Okay, but you said when we came in that this is what you can see. So I'm gonna assume that I can see it.
Yes, I'm just saying from here you can.
Okay.
So yeah, I want.
Alex, what are you doing? Because if we're gonna blow it up, no one wants to be close to it.
He's hopping on people right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on people over here and try to make sure I don't land on any tiles that are.
Okay. You are right next to the glass box. The box is sealed on all sides, including the top. You see a mechanical eel inside that is swimming around. It looks at you and opens up its mouth and lets out a clank as it chomps its teeth down and then swims around.
Can I check the glass and just try to tell its durability?
Survival check.
Survival, sure. That's not a normal one, but let's go. I'm a 12.
It is an extremely sturdy glass that could withstand, you think, if you were to measure it in Prango punches, it would take you 3 rounds of combat to break through it.
Is it water that's in there?
You're unsure.
Okay.
What about
Insight check and see what it is.
I'm saying, can I insight check it and try to just get a better feel for this thing?
Who wants to insight check it?
We both can.
Spirit Leaf, did you want to?
No.
21.
25.
19.
Yeah, I'm not a smart character. A
Well,
wise.
insight's wisdom.
I'm not a wise one either.
Okay,
Ah.
so
I'm actually worse wisdom.
Pringo, you see that that isn't water inside. It is some kind of sludge. You don't know particularly what kind of element it might be, but it definitely looks more metallic than what you're used to seeing.
Does it seem like it could be frozen? Is what I'm trying to ascertain.
Frozen?
No, the eel's moving around. Do I see any kind of switch on the machine?
No.
Well, there's things connected, according to the picture, there's things connected to the tank. What if you broke those?
What
Those
if you
are-
turned the water to liver of sulfur and oxidized it?
Okay, so first off, this connection here is connected into a beaker system, completely separate from all this. The probes on the bottom is what you think are powering all this. Those probes are underneath the glass, but are connected inside to the tank. There's not water inside, but it looks like some kind of metallical liquid. And it is swimming
Does
inside
it,
of it.
does it look like it could be frozen?
I gotta search this up real quick.
What were you saying, Pranko?
Technically, yes. Not easily.
I don't think that I can break this glass.
Well, I mean, if I can change the state of the matter within it and freeze it, freezing usually makes things expand. Most glass containers, if they're filled completely with a liquid and you freeze it, would shatter.
The problem with this is that the liquid you're trying to freeze has a very low freezing point.
Yeah, but I'm not using I'm not trying to freeze it with like a magical freeze. I can change the state of the matter. And since it's currently in a liquid, I'm assuming I could turn it into a solid. But it's still Prango's turn. I was just trying to get the insight.
Identify the liquid first, and I think you'll understand why that'll be difficult.
So I'm gonna hip hoppity land my way back, but I'm gonna hip hop my way back, and I'm gonna try to, how tall is this tube?
What tube?
The tube in the middle of the room.
Oh, it is 30 feet tall going to the ceiling, and it spans the whole hexagonal platform.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get. Is there like a fog inside that's preventing me from seeing what's in it?
No, it's just a matter the liquid is that dark, and the silhouette is in the middle of it, and it's a very, in terms of depth, it's a very dark liquid that doesn't have a lot of light in it already. It's just hard to see because of colors.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to glue myself to the side of the tube, which I can. I mean, I have the monk unarmored movement, which allows me to walk along vertical surfaces. I essentially become Spider-Man.
When you look closer to it, you see that almost somehow a dark figure shifts its movement, almost like a shadowy face then begins to look at you with two beady red eyes.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And
see Prango falls off of the tube.
It's a medium-sized figure that looks rather thin and meek. Its face similar to
movie The Shape of Water.
Huh?
What's that movie, The Shape of Water?
Maybe. So
But basis similar to what?
Thistle, roll me another insight check based on trying to figure out the element that is in there.
It's a nat 1.
A natural 1.
It's 14
Okay.
total, but yeah, nat 1.
It's mercury.
That was my best answer.
The tank is full of mercury.
As you were saying, Cactus, though, about the
figure.
creature.
I will continue that in a moment. So, yes, you could change it to a frozen state, but liquid mercury doesn't turn into a solid when it's frozen. It doesn't go fully solid. It's one of those weird elements that is still in a liquid form technically when it's solid. It's just very fucking slow.
Turns into like Quicksilver. Turns into like a Quicksilver type deal.
It's resting state.
Does that
But what
make
if
sense,
it's frozen?
Cal? Chemistry, hooray!
Yeah, I slept through chemistry and still passed.
Chemistry was one of my better high school subjects. I was on membership from it. Chemistry and physics, I passed both with an A. Should have been an AP physics. Trust me, I did not take the AP class that I wanted to my senior year.
Also, if you were to change it to a complete solid, it doesn't expand. It just
Right.
solidifies, and that's it. It's just a brick of mercury.
No, I understand.
But I mean, that mechanical wheel would not be working anymore if it was
No.
lit. If it was
So
just
I
chilling
guess you could
in a
do that
brick
if
of
you
wheel.
want to. Do you want to change its elemental state?
Well, you were still describing to Pringo what he was seeing.
Okay, so Prango... Sorry, there's a lot of things going on at once.
Understandable.
When you see the beady red eyes turn to you, you see the whole silhouette shift as it was once, it was pretty, medium small before, and then it uncurls from its fetal position and becomes full length, and it goes to a medium to large creature. And as you continue to stare at it, it just looks at you, and you see that maybe you can make out what appears to be two rabbit-like ears.
Guys, now we'll switch over back to you, Thistle. Go ahead and do what you're doing. Because
well,
guys, just as you're freezing it.
Sweetheart, I'm on a recording. What do you need? Hi, baby. I love you. Go to bed, please.
So you could change it and freeze it solid. It wouldn't break the glass, but it would definitely stop everything by discharge.
Well, I have two thoughts, team. I do believe that solid mercury is still a conductor of electricity.
Yep.
And I don't know if mobility is what this thing is running off of, given that it's mechanical, but it could easily be changed to a gas. But then if we did that, we definitely wouldn't want to break it because,
It'll die.
yeah, it's a pretty dangerous pollutant, but it would stop the thing from, it stops it from being, as a gas, it wouldn't conduct electricity.
So I don't shatter the tube.
The tank. If I turned the mercury that the creature is swimming in, we would want to make sure that tank doesn't get broken, or we need to get the fuck out of here if it
I wouldn't
broke.
turn it to gas either, because if you turn it to gas, it would explode, because the electricity, one small spark would cause it to ignite.
Could you change the actual element itself from mercury to water, so that it short circuits itself?
Well, so I have the ability to control matter and change the state of matter. I don't think I can turn it into something else entirely.
But it is technically still a metal, so what if you brought it back to a more.
We want to say go with a solid because I don't. I think
Like
it still conducts electricity in a solid state.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, as a solid, it can still conduct electricity. It would just limit the creature's movement.
Gloss over this, but I'm gonna have Aelfwin have them explain to her what they mean by states.
Thistle, would you like to teach Alfwin the different states of matter?
Yes.
We can gloss over it. Out of character, I know.
Yes.
In that moment, you take a 20-minute time to explain to Alfwin the different states of matter.
God.
Put your teaching hat on.
All the
Thistle.
while, Frango's still staring at this beady-eyed rabbit giant thing that's staring at him through the glass. Just guys, something's up here. Anybody?
So,
No.
this
Okay.
being, it is solid.
I'm just gonna get rid of the creature. I want to summon nothing and reduce the creature to nothingness. I know it's temporary, but hopefully it'll be long enough that like we can check out the room.
You summon up Void, and upon doing so, the creature is enveloped in Void, then replaced by an antimatter duplicate, which then fades into a green slurry temporarily for 5 minutes. This creature does not exist in this reality.
Okay, so that's a bonus.
So immediately what happens is all the Tesla coils discharge and become dormant. So you see them just kind of power down. So I'll change their color.
So can I check and see if it's okay to come in, if it's safe to come into the room now? And I want to check for traps as I go.
1 minute. So as soon as you power them down, Tesla coils power down, and the mechanical arms power down, as they were being powered by the same thing, and the magical mouth and the magical eye also power down, cutting the alchemist's connection with the area for 5 minutes.
So
I get out.
What?
I want to get out of here. On the next.
I want to come into the room and check for traps as I go.
Roll me investigation.
I will stay close.
Guys, there's something in the tank.
10.
And it's staring at me.
You gonna make a friend?
You can't know for sure if there aren't any traps, but given that all the power is down, you can guess that any mechanical traps wouldn't come out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to here, and I want to look around and see if, like, we can see where, like a control board or something where all of this is being, like, controlled from.
You can't see a control board yet, but you can definitely see that everything's still powered down and nothing's happening.
I don't think it's friendly, Hal.
Mm.
You might need to go deeper into the room to find a control board.
Yeah,
Well, I'll go wherever I need to. I just rolled an insight check to see if I can, like, find or figure out where that is. So let's see, I did 5, 10,
I would
15.
need actually an investigation, not an insight.
Okay, well.
I don't
20.
like it. I don't like that. I think it looks like me.
Aww.
Alfwin, what would you like to do in this situation?
Wait, I just rolled an investigation. I didn't find anything? I rolled a 20?
You will. I'm just asking everyone first if they want to do anything. It's 5 minutes.
I'm going to be sticking close to Thistle. I do not wish to make matters worse.
Come on,
so
Winnie.
I will be watching Thistle's back.
I will get to it, Thistle. I'm just trying to ask anyone if they want to do anything else. Okay.
Okay, I thought we were still in turns, so.
No, we're out of turns now because you're no longer in the combat thing. So you're out of peril right now. Anyone can do anything they want. Krengo's freaking out over the glass tube. Thistle, your investigation turns up that
Where do I need to go to see wherever this is?
Over here.
Okay.
You guess that based upon the mechanical area being over at the far, far north end of the lab, you're guessing it might be around there. In terms of where exactly it is, you don't quite know because you haven't gotten a good search around this place, but you got pointed in a good direction.
Okay, well, looking at the control board, like, what would we need to do to figure out, like, how this thing works and put it down?
You haven't found the control board yet, I said. You found a good area to search for the control board because this is the most mechanical area of the lab. You would still need to find it. I was about to explain the area to you. So what you find in front of you, across spread over many desks, is gears, all kinds of mechanical parts, blueprints, documents, and journals of some kind of old research of transferring souls into automatons. Roll me another investigation with advantage this time to try to find this control board.
Mm-hmm. 21, that's a nat 20. Oh, and my little owl bear came out. He's so cute.
Right there. It's in orange.
Anybody want to come help out with this? I'm not the most mechanically minded. Could with insight checks.
I will be.
But I do have thieves' tools, so yeah.
And
I will aid as I can.
Does it look like something that needs to be like specifically disarmed or tinkered with, or so I'm going to insight the controls? Or can we just smash it?
The controls is a switch.
Okay, I'm going to flip the switch off.
You pull the lever, Kronk, and it turns everything off.
Well, that's only making stuff.
Check for traps before you guys are moving around everywhere, like pressure plate stuff.
As you flip the switch, the power has been turned off to the lab. Upon doing so, you hear a magic mouth appear on all the walls and say, "Laboratory secure. Traps disengaged. Defense systems offline."
I don't think we need to worry about traps.
I'm sorry?
I don't think we need to worry about traps now. Sounds like they all just got turned on.
Is there anything you would like to do in the mechanical section, Thistle, whether it be journals, blueprints, or otherwise?
Oh, I just did a bunch of stuff. I don't want to like leave everybody else out.
Hal, what do you want to do?
I wanted to find more potion stuff.
Okay. So, over here would be your best bet. Roll me an investigation.
18.
You find two things. You find what appears to be a cylindrical... You find to be what appears to be some kind of cylinder with a gear on it. In the middle of the gear is some kind of purplish stone that has almost what it looks like vessels coming out of it, attached to the insides of these metal pipes. And you also see that there is an extra alchemist bag and potion bag sitting on the table. Your potion bag, and you notice with this one, they're almost the same, have a hole in the middle of them.
A hole in the middle?
Yes.
Is it kind of like a bag of holding?
No, the hole looks like it's like missing some kind of mechanical part.
Oh, the little cylinder I found.
You want to stick it into your alchemist bag?
Yeah.
As you slot it into your alchemist bag and turn, you see the gear begin to tick and talk as the gem lights up and covers the whole bag in a purplish magic. Upon doing so, it whirls and spins, then locking itself into the bag. Your alchemist bag has been upgraded. You now can
Good job, Hal.
You now can make one more potion of everything. So if it was
Yeah.
so if it was like say 3 lesser potions, you can now make 4 lesser potions with whatever rest. So one extra to whatever you're using.
Nice.
There's also
And you said there's an extra potion, and you said an extra potion bag?
There's an extra alchemist supplies and a extra
Yeah, I'm gonna
potion
come down
bag.
here.
Who wants the alchemist supply bag and potion bag?
Yeah, because you can only carry one.
Well, you can only have the set of 2, so you know.
Yeah.
So while everybody's doing this,
I'll just put it in my backpack for now.
Who was talking?
That was Aurora trying to talk.
Aurora, what did you want?
While everybody's doing all this, for Aurora to be looking around trying to detect any secret doors.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Get that advantage, girl, because you're a dungeon delver.
Hmm?
So you get the advantage because of dungeon delver.
You got some cool abilities, Aurora.
That's a 21. I don't know that I want to roll this.
Roll again,
Very hard to hear you, Aurora. Can you talk through?
Yeah.
Can you talk through your mic?
21.
Okay. So what happens is you're searching around for secret doors and passages, and I will highlight in purple what those passages are. Like where they are at. One
Thank
here,
you, thank you.
one here, one here. So, before we go into any of those passages, Thistle, you moved over to the tank. Do you want to do anything?
I just wanted to look at what the figure that Prango was seeing and seeing if there was any changes when, say, either someone else approached or if like the everything shutting down like changed anything for that entity.
You see that inside the tank, the liquid inside is no longer like oxidizing because there's no electricity to pump, say, like gases into it, and no ruins are pushing magic into the tank anymore. You see that the shadowy figure has gleaming red eyes and bunny-like ears on it.
Hasn't changed. Can I insight check the figure?
I wasn't done explaining yet. When you moved over to the tank, yes, you can insight check the figure, and it sort of comes over a little bit towards you, and you see it kind of reach out with a hand almost, what it looks like to be a hand. And it is like a 3-pronged hand, 2 fingers, 1 opposable thumb. And it looks very mechanical.
E.T.
What was your insight?
23.
Whatever's inside here, is machinery, but also it feels strangely familiar.
Does anybody else want to insight check this thing?
I will.
Before that, Alfwin, you're investigating these mechanical parts over here. Do you want to do anything?
You mentioned some diagrams and stuff about binding a soul to an automaton, and
Yes.
I would like to look into that.
As you find these journals are really old. They don't look like you find some old journals and some new ones. The old ones have TL as the insignia on them. And then you find an even older journal with just a T insignia on it. When you open up and read through them, you see diagrams of humanoids, monsters, different creatures in their anatomy structure. You then see the diagrams of Warforged and how they are made up. In a study, and as you're flipping through them, roll me a perception check to see how well you can read through them, like how fast you're able to go through them.
All right. Oh wait, it's not so bad. Holy shit.
You find this information to be very eerie, as the first book you go through has all the diagrams of a bunch of different creatures and Warforged and how they're specifically made up. However, it's also written in it's written in Elvish, in a mixture of Elvish and like old Elvish. It's weird. Like it's old Elvish mixed with little hints of the commoner tongue of it. And then as you're reading through it, it's just stating the different diagrams and such, but also one thing sticks out to you in the sense that the information that is sealed inside of it tells of a process of how to transfer a living being's soul. In theory, if a Warforged, all it is constructed magic, is a magic construct, and all that a soul is in a person is a balloon of magic and ether, containing memories, thoughts, and existence, could you not charge that ether and then weave it into a Warforged with a ruin or a spell, and then would they be able to have that soul? Because all a Warforged is just a vessel with constructed magic. If you could weave the soul into it as constructed magic, you could just have another person, but as a Warforged instead of a human or a humanoid, or even a creature. Or would it result in a clone? Because not all the memories are able to transfer. Because of the feeling of flesh and thought memories and such. Memories of flesh and, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Phantom pain, so to speak. And would the psyche be able to handle that? Being able to move an arm, but not necessarily be able to feel the same way that they felt before? And would they be able to deal with the fact that when they move that arm, that it's mechanical, not flesh? And could the brain deal with that, or would it overload it?
Kind of stretch out a hand, wiggle my fingers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take this journal.
The next journal you find is about specifically that transfer process, and about he's tried multiple times to make the transfer process, but nothing is working. He talks about how he wants to save someone very dear to him, but he can't. He wants to save them, but he's feeling like he can't do anything, that he's not coming close enough. That always when he transfers the soul, what happens is either the soul rejects the construct, and then it becomes this twisted abomination where the soul tries to rip itself out of the construct, and the construct becomes a whole new creation, but it has half consciousness, half not consciousness, stuck in the limbo. So it's alive for only a few minutes and then instantly dies, and then sticks alive for a few minutes, then instantly dies, back and forth. And so, as it's going back and forth, he gets very frustrated, as you see him lamenting in this sort of journal/diary that he wants to get it to work. Because if he does this on the person he's trying to save, he would feel utterly mortified if he fails. Because then that person would be gone for sure, and he wouldn't be able to do a damn thing about it. And lastly, you find a diagram of a very sophisticated Warforge. Something involving multiple pistons and fancy footwork. a very heavy focus on the feet and the different minute details that it can bring out.
Well, all of these things are going in my bag.
Oddly enough, these seem the writing seems familiar to you. You can't put your finger on it. It just seems very familiar, and it almost has a voice to it when you're reading it. Like you almost read, you know when you're reading text and you can imagine like a voice of the character.
Anything with a picture of Morgan Freeman on it, yeah.
I mean, true.
So it's just you're reading it out and you're hearing this voice in the back of your head. The only thing you can remember is a cloak, and that's it.
Yes, these are important. I'm keeping them.
Okay, House, you wanted to go up to the tank?
Yes.
I'd like real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
No,
I
no
wanted to
problem.
investigate this desk up here in the top left. I've been meaning to try to do so for a minute now, but I was letting other people play out their
I'm
stuff.
sorry, Prango.
Yeah.
Roll me investigation.
No,
Lots of lore in this area.
Oh yeah, no problem. Natural 20 for a 21.
Damn.
You find, creepily, a lot of research about you. It seems
This is disturbing, y'all.
It seems the potion alchemist has been writing quite a lot about you. About how he thinks.
There's a lot of...
You find journals and papers about the perfect specimen for a new test. That he seems strong enough that if I could just get a sample of his blood. And you find that there are several vials of what appear to be your blood on his tabletop.
How did he get your blood, dude?
It's probably all over the castle.
To be fair, yes, he does seem the sort to leave it all over the place.
I don't know. I did not do that.
The arena.
Fucking creepy.
Fuck you.
He probably got it from the arena.
Yeah,
well, whatever the case may be, this thing looks like me, and there's a lot of talk about me with those notes.
Well, you hit the nail right on the head, Hal, because when you were reading the journal, Prango, it legitimately states that he found it very hard to get a sample of your blood because your blood curses would mutate your blood. But when you fought the golem, you were punching it, and when you were punching it, and the parts that would heat up, that would burn, would leave behind stained marks of blood, either burned into it or would be on it left behind.
Damn.
Or from the shrapnel the cannonballs hit you with.
Yeah.
You know what? No. No. No.
No what?
He's just noping right out of here. Noping is a verb in this case.
Yeah. I mean, valid.
How is
Who has the stone? Who has the stone? No. That's me. That's me, but terrifyingly bad. Oh, hi, Balsam. You decided to join at just the right fucking moment.
Hey, Balsam.
Hello?
Yes.
Hal, you should shatter this shit.
Oh, now you want me to use it. Hold on, let me investigate it first.
I just to do that.
Before Hal explodes anything, bardic inspiration.
To who?
To Hal.
So it's investigation to look at the creature?
You don't have to roll investigation, just look at it.
Oh. Well, yeah, I look at it.
As you look at it, it turns to you with beady red eyes. It then moves a bit closer to you as you see a mechanical body with a turbine in the middle of it. Long mechanical arms with 2 fingers and an opposable thumb for hands, and large rabbit feet with appearing to be a sharp tail. It looks like a large humanoid rabbit. Mechanical in nature, completely pristine white and chromatic.
Okay.
It then puts its hand on the glass and digs its fingers into it. The glass begins to crack on your side. As the water starts to slowly leak out.
We should leave, perhaps.
I think it's shattering itself.
It then pulls a fist back and punches the glass as it cracks out across it. It then winds up to punch it again as it punches, smashing the glass further.
Before it smashes through the glass, can you give me a second to see if I can shore up the glass?
How do you want to do so?
I'm looking. I'm just saying, don't let it smash the glass before
What do you want me to do?
I'll roll a d20.
Well, if you want to let it out.
No. Why would I want to let it out?
As
it looks like it wants to fight me.
As it cracks the glass, Prango, you feel a heavy.
I want to use strength drain on the entity, and I want to give strength to the glass that it's trying to break.
Okay. You're strengthening the glass as you're de-strengthening it. As
Correct.
It continues to punch it, it's now whittling away at the glass, not cracking it as hard, but it's still punching in the same spot, so it's going to get through eventually. It's just going to take longer.
Okay, but it's weaker. And the glass is stronger. How much weaker does that make it?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, even if you strengthen the glass over and over, it's just punching in the same spot.
Right, but the way strength drain works, according to you, is I can take strength from one thing and give a boost to something else. So I'm trying to drain like all of that creature's strength. It's it's like a bonus effect that I get to add strength to the glass. But
they're essentially canceling each other out right now as he's punching it. So as long as that keeps up and something doesn't catastrophically happen.
Right, but if I take away all his strength, then he can't do anything with his punches.
You don't need strength to use precision.
Yeah, your thing doesn't also take away all of his strength.
You're using strength.
I don't know that, because it just says like that I can drain strength and give it a boost to something else. So if I'm trying to drain all of his strength and vitality,
it has to be
you could also just let the DM say how it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, so when we talked about it before, we talked about it how that you can give strength from one to another, and it does work like that. And I'm just telling you the way that it's working right now is that the forces are canceling each other out. So until something else changes, he's just punching this glass with nothing happening.
Can I polymorph? Polymorph him into a fish?
He cannot be polymorphed. Immutable
It's not
form.
willing.
It's not that, is that it's not a creature.
I think perhaps we should be rid of this place.
Can I cast hideous laughter on it?
Before you do any of that, Prango, you receive a message. Hello, Faker.
Did you say Faker?
None of you can hear this besides Prango.
Yeah, but what did you say?
Faker. Hello, Faker. It seems you've
Oh,
come
the-
into my line of sight. Sooner or later, you would have shown yourself to me.
Wait, are you the me that's in the tube?
What do you think? For I am the
Yeah.
true Prango. You're nothing but a
That's
clone, an inferior.
well, that's hurtful. I mean, no, you know, I I've I've done like 48 years in this bitch, on this bitch, around this bitch, and you 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 take the cake. No, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I'm done. Who has the stone? I'm done.
Oh,
Who
so
has?
you are weak then.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I am, man. I am. I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm sure. but I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for this shit. Well, who has the stone? Who has the
The
stone? I'm
doctor
going home.
said that at least you would try, but
I
appears
know.
he was wrong.
Oh, but yeah, I think the doctor might have been wrong on this one, man. I think the doctor might have been wrong. Like, guys, do any of y'all want to fight him? He wants to fight us.
Not really.
No, I
Well,
am.
I mean, he wants to fight me, but you know what? I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for this.
Um.
And
What
Pringo
are-
doesn't look defeated. He just looks
um,
done.
Forgive me, but what do you speak of? What is going on?
Oh, that metal me is talking to the rabbit me in my head. And he's calling me weak and saying that the doctor said I would at least try, but I think the doctor is wrong on this one. Do any of y'all want to fight him? Because I'm just done. I'm done with this fucking castle.
As you say that, the turbine on his body begins to spin up as you see a dynamo of electricity begin to charge up.
Can I use my hideous laughter on it? Maybe.
Prango wants to leave.
Yeah.
All right, can't we all just get together down here with the stone? Who has it? How do you have it this time?
Yeah.
Get over here. See,
Fine.
Thistle, because we're gone. I'm gone. One of the two. I don't want to fight him, and he's not gonna let us leave without trying to fight him. And it's better if we get out of here before he breaks out of that glass. Which, by the looks of it, he's charging up to do just that.
Thistle. I grab Balsam.
Everyone not talking to Thistle.
He rolled a nat 20, and upon doing so, he breaks out of the glass tube and crashes out with a punch with a dynamo.
Well, shit. See, this is what I was telling you. We should have just gone when we had the chance. Why does nobody listen to me? Now we have to fight.
Aurora, get over here.
Now we have to fight the Mecha Prango.
Why do we have to fight it? You can just be out.
What you see in front of you is a medium-sized humanoid rabbit, a robotic rabbit creature, possessing the traits of a heron gun, but with a warforged body mixed in between. Having bolstering increased, it looks like it was built to go against Prango, but it looks like to capitalize on his weaknesses.
Down.
Come back, you faker.
You want to join us?
Yeah. Well, sorry, we're loading the map back up real quick because the tablet died. I just used your password.
Hey, can I leave it with a vicious mockery?
You,
It just
Barge
clanks
Nikolai.
forward. Clank.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use a sending stone to get us out of here, and me and Alfwin will send a
Clank.
vicious mockery just for shits and
Clank.
giggles.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's
if we're
my
gonna-
here's my vicious
Clank.
mockery. Chances are high that you are no one's best friend.
Damn.
I cast something on it before we leave?
It's not. It doesn't have any hostility towards anyone else besides Prango, so to speak. But more so, what you feel from this thing is that if this was a duplicate of Prango but robotic, it's definitely doing the same thing Prango would do. Punch first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Can I drop on him?
Throw some magic shit at it, and then I'll touch the crystal and disappear.
I had the crystal.
Can I just drop Susan right on his head?
I'm gonna cast Disintegrate on it.
Oh my god. I use the stone though.
So you use the stone and you teleport everyone away.
Yes.
But I cast Disintegrate, so he took damage.
I'm also doing that vicious mockery.
He took 83 points of damage.
That's a
And then
14.
And then was told he was no one's
What
best
damage
friend.
is Disintegrate?
It is.
And is there a save?
No, there's no save.
What type of damage?
Oh wait, no, there is a save. Hang on.
Yeah, what save?
Dex saving throw.
Oh, the specialty.
And on a failed save, it still takes the damage. It just yeah.
So it got a 30.
Yeah, it saved. Yeah, oddly, it doesn't say what kind of damage it is.
So it just kind of like sidesteps your beam. And as it does so, it just kind of points a finger towards you, Prango. Why do you cower and stray away from me?
We're out. I don't even want to hear it talk.
Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog, let's go.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
One day your creator put you down and never picked you up again.
Damn.
Yeah. She's a better bard than me. She actually uses insults.
Good bard.
As you all disappear from sight, back to the guilds.
I'm gonna grab Aurora by the hand so she gets teleported with us, at least.
Yeah.
We just stole a person.
Yes.
Does he react in any way to Susan? If I was able to get it off?
Susan?
Hey,
I
need
missed
to run
whatever
off.
Susan was.
I need to run off and go to the
Sir
bathroom real
Ink
fast.
didn't cast
Yeah.
a illusionary cloud.
Yeah, you didn't have him out.
Fuck. Okay.
Is Susan Sir Ink's name?
No,
No.
it's a dragon that Sir Ink summons.
Yeah. His name is Susan.
As it goes, as you all shift away, the robotic double of Prango is left behind to wonder what it is to do with its life now.
Aw, they can have an existential crisis alone.
Yeah, it can go fuck off. Just ruin plans for a combat you had worked out too.
So you are all back at the guild now. What will you all do?
Aurora was able to come with us because I grabbed her, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
Prango's gonna look at everybody. Alright, y'all. Look, we've been through a lot together. All of us. But I think that was my straw. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, that
I
sucked, dude.
my body has been turned into steel. I have lost the use of my legs. I have given my soul to some devil god, and that'll probably come back to bite me in the ass in a couple of years or so. Not sure. I have this dope ass armor that I don't really know how to take off, to be honest with you. I've never really used it. And the shield that I'm pretty sure is part of my soul as well. I'm not sure. That'll probably bite me in the ass later on too. What
Well,
I'm trying to say is though, I'm done. Yeah, I can't do this no more. I'm gonna go drink my life away in peace. If you need me, don't call me.
Exactly how many things can bite one in the ass at a time?
Multiple, depending on the size.
he's got a pretty big ass for a bunny.
But
Well,
he is so small.
Man be doing the thug
my
shaker.
my record is 19 and a half.
I have further questions.
Damn, he's
I'm gonna-
big boy.
I'm gonna bend down and hug Prango.
Yeah, so thank you for just, doing everything you did to help me get my body back. It really means a lot to me because I no longer have metal skeleton. And yeah.
Gonna hear in your head, I'm gonna write to you. I'm gonna bug you, don't worry.
I won't respond, but that's nothing against you.
Prango,
Oh, I understand, but I'm gonna bug you.
I just wish to say, regardless of what you say, you are adorable, and I shall treasure that always.
Right on, Robo.
I still do not understand this phrase.
Right on. Balsam.
Oh, Frank.
You were turning into a robot, Balsam.
Yeah.
You're good now.
Also,
No?
I don't know, Prango was the only one getting a mechanical double in this match.
Oh, no.
So to double just be a dragon.
Balsam. Fuck you. And then
Fuck you?
and then he's gonna give you a big hug around your leg.
Aw.
Oh, picks up Franco and just squeezes him.
Al, you've been a breeze to work with. Just an absolute breeze.
You got so close to my name and comment. It's actually funny. I give him a fist bump.
I'm just gonna, go ahead and go where the wind blows me.
Misty kind of crawls up to you and kind of taps you on the knee and kind of gives you kind of just leans into you a little bit and licks your armor and then scuttles back to Thistle.
And then Prango's gonna go inside his head and talk to Jeff and Kristen. Well, now, guys, Jeff being the serpent, Crimson being the Scarlet Emperor. It's been a wild ride, but I'm no longer at the castle, so I can't be your conduit no more. And I mean, I guess you're stuck with me till I die, right?
He never needed to be in the castle for you to be his conduit.
Well, I guess you're stuck with me till I die, right? We're just gonna go drink, and then you can have my body after that. I guess. Yeah, I'm done with this. Bye, guys. And Prango's gonna turn and just immediately just start drinking from his flask. And if you watch him, he doesn't stop for a solid
he literally legitimately does not stop for a solid like 3 minutes.
I would like to state that his breath control is impressive and explains why he's so comfortable with so many things biting his ass.
Balsam go up to Frango and lean in and whisper, "Okay, friend. I'm going to be honest with you since this may be the last time we talk. It was Haltus that threw that bomb at you."
What'd he say?
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that, Balsam. You're like muddled.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He said it was Hal that threw the bomb at you.
You lying bastard!
I tried to stop you.
You
You would not.
liar! You goddamn liar!
You goddamn dirty liar!
What are you not
Balsam,
telling
I
us, you
watched.
goddamn liar?
Yeah, he watched you do it!
Balsam, I watched you throw the chest. I know it was you. Okay, it landed right in front of me. You know what it's like to have an atomic bomb blow up in your face?
Yeah,
A lot like this. And I'm gonna leave Balsam with just a rabbit punch. Like a rabbit punch right to the dick. Right to his dragon dick.
Roll the hit.
He's on the floor, retching in pain.
Are you allowing it to hit?
Yeah.
He takes it.
Balsam is now on the ground in pain, getting punched.
I go over to him and like kneel down and like pat his back like solidarity, man. Like yeah.
Like, just for good measure, he throws a stunning. He throws it in as a stunning strike too. So you're like legit stunned.
Damn.
Perhaps it is wise that Balsam not procreate anyway.
God damn!
She's a vicious mockery bard. Damn.
Roasty going off, brother.
Oh,
I mean, it is a cantrip.
oh, Bender over here.
Bender wishes he had this drip.
Kiss my shiny little ass.
With that, Frango does walk off into his sunset, living to drink another day until he eventually dies. Eventually, of alcohol poisoning. Of course, he will.
I'm sure they'll magically figure out a liver transplant at some point.
Here's the issue with your.
Just stand at a salute until he's out of sight.
No, he doesn't. He
Here's
does.
the
He
issue
does
with the
not walk
alcohol
off quite
poisoning.
yet.
The armor's
One
holding
second.
enough that it would. It's what? Okay.
Oh no, I'm also immune to disease, so he wouldn't die from alcohol poisoning anyways. No, last thing he does, he turns to me. Now, I have been watching on my back, and you have been subtly hunting me, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. You know, we were gracious enough to invite you into our group, and you tried to hunt me.
Yeah, I go
I
up
had
and
a
like
dream. I had a dream that you were gonna put me over fire. I was gonna wake up to being tied to a spigot and be roasted. And I don't. And he's gonna jump up and like boop you on the nose. No.
She
That
Aurora kind of gets stunned.
Sick.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that, new chick? Are you gonna start trying to hunt one of us now that he's not around?
So Aurora kind of stuns, and then laughs, shaking her head no.
I, for one, would be poor sport.
Little bunny, you drink way too much alcohol for you to be tasty to anyone. including the non-vegans.
Pickled Hassenpfeffer.
Look, just because my meat would taste like rabbit.
I mean, rabbit is good with a wine sauce. Let's be real.
Little Bunny, you have gone beyond whiskey glazed rabbit at this point. Don't worry, you're safe.
It's not good with a 200% alcohol content moonshine sauce.
I was about to say moonshine
Clearly,
rabbit.
he's been drinking his own preservatives for a while, so.
Man's drinking Everclear on the basis of
Yeah,
every
no,
second.
he's like already pickled. Like, not in the drunk sense, but in the canning sense.
He is alcohol at this point.
He doubles as a grain alcohol.
Yeah, I'm shocked that the alchemist got any blood. I would have thought it had been straight whiskey.
He
What were you gonna
pisses
say,
jet
straight
fuel.
gin?
I'd have been surprised if it wasn't producing its own alcohol at that point.
Okay, no. Well, maybe start stumbling like me.
Don't you have a sunset?
I'm
Yeah.
still saluting.
Or a spigot.
This'll definitely would not join any army. They just think it's funny.
So Prango walks off past the hills, over the treetops, and into the mountain range where he goes off on his own adventures to carry on forth throughout the land as a drunken rabbit, decked out in holy armor with an uncouth holy sword, and one very powerful demon as a conduit and another trapped inside of a sword.
An enemy attack!
But I guess I'll turn to Aurora and be like, "Sorry for grabbing you and yanking you here without your permission."
On a brighter
But-
note, you
Oh
are
no,
now
I'm grateful.
looking to Aurora. On a brighter note, you are now the cutest member of this party.
What was that, Aurora?
Oh no, I'm very grateful actually for that.
She wanted
No
to stay
problem.
behind with mechanical bunny boy.
Absolutely not.
No problem.
On a side note, out of character, you guys now have a roaming boss.
A what?
A roaming boss, meaning that the chromatic Prango is now roaming the castle.
And also, I'm sorry, Winnie, I think Misty is the cutest one in the party.
I believe the Dragon Knight is the cutest one.
I'm gonna tickle Misty.
He coos.
I don't know. Tarkus is pretty cute.
Misty and Tarkus are on a different level. And I feel like it is
Damn, Ivan gets no love.
comparing the squires.
That's
to the knights.
normal.
Why is Ivan so neglected? Jesus.
Also doesn't care.
You know? But, well, I mean, on a technical sense, Hal does have that ability of having an ethereal beauty. So,
Hey, Cactus, question for you real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Who would be the god of, the god or goddess of light and devotion? Within
There's a lot of those.
Lore.
There's a lot of
Give me-
those.
Can you send me a few of them, please?
I know a Pilar.
Let me find a few.
Because I'm pretty sure Pilar is like the god of the sun.
Do we have any
Hey,
realms?
Lord.
Unless I'm wrong, Kesra has an hour, correct?
I do.
So go ahead and continue. You can send it to me afterwards. Because I don't think my character is going to be introduced tonight. But that's okay.
Here you
Aww.
Unless we want to.
go. You have Lavender, Elistre, Helm, Corlin, Soon, Amator, Sharon, Moonbow,
alright, I got it.
and Kozeth, and then you
I
have
got
a
it.
bunch of other ones.
I got it. Yep, I got him.
I found something interesting in there.
Oh?
I'm going to take out one of the journals I found. Hold it to Thistle.
I'll read.
Thistle, did you hear what I was saying before when
What am I?
when I was explaining the journals to Alfwin?
Yes. What
Saying-
am I supposed to be getting from this, Alfwin?
Well, it is speaking of bonding souls to construct.
So do you think this is what's happened to you?
Perhaps. I suppose I wished another set of eyes to see it.
Well, especially with the magical symbols, it does seem to be like something that you could easily assume is what happened to you, especially if you were made within the castle. I don't like to think about that guy having anything to do with you, though.
Is there someone outside of out here that I could perhaps consult on these matters?
We haven't really met anyone within the guild except the people who tell us to go. And, you know, I've been protesting, but
How is that going?
it's going well. I think they're going to pay us more.
2/3
Oh.
on the way of getting a pay raise.
I am very proud of you.
Yeah.
One more session should do the pay raise.
Yeah.
You know, unionizing is a powerful tool if we all wanted to get in on this, just saying. You know, hell no, we won't go.
Do you guys wish to go back into the castle?
Or we could riot.
Hell yeah, person riot awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Alright,
think that would go over well.
No. I would just go back to prison.
Speaking
They
as a
catch
DM, that
my
might
ass.
make an abrupt end to the adventure.
The entire thing, yeah.
Okay, could I perhaps, I would like to, like, poke around and try to figure out who's here, because, one, Aelfwin's not really talked to anyone. She will absolutely bring any party members who want to come along for this train wreck.
Theo, can we consider this time in the guild a long rest?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That way, when Prango brings in the new character, we won't be far off.
Yeah, Balsam and I will go. Anybody else?
I'm mostly following Balsam to make sure he doesn't do any
Are you
illusion
guys
magic so I don't
exploring
go
the
back to
camp, or are you
fucking jail.
exploring the castle?
The guild.
The guild.
Winnie's looking to see if there's anyone around here that knows anything about magic and automatons, right?
I will tell you right now, there is no smiths on base. Those are NPCs
I got my
you have
god
to find.
set up.
They are a military outpost, but they gain most of their supplies as a import.
Character, what are the chances we get to meet Prango's new character tonight?
Do you have it prepared, Prango?
I'm fully set, honestly.
What? You never showed me the character nor added it to the campaign.
Oh, shoot, I should probably do that.
Add it to the
Yeah.
campaign, please, so I can view it. Please and thank you.
I have to. Sorry, 1 second. I have to go online and do this.
But no, I'm feeling much better now. Sorry, I was numb earlier. Very subdued.
You're good, hon.
Elfwin, you're under a darkness spell.
I smack Balsam upside the head.
The
Why am
darkness
Now
I
you
under
got
a
me
dark-
saying fucking Aelfwin.
Why am I under a darkness spell?
Because Balsam said so.
Oh.
Does me smacking him upside the head cause him to lose concentration?
Yes.
I just, as soon as he, like,
Oh, Ivan's also out. I'm gonna pet Ivan.
Does that spell? I smack him upside the
Ivan-
head like, nope.
I would
spells!
like to make use of my dazzling footwork and do fog
Oh
and
no,
shadow.
he wanted to give you darkness so that Ivan could eat it.
The darkness disappears and Ivan is now like he comes out and he's like, "Oh, well, okay."
Hey,
Oh,
Balsam,
hello, Ivan.
I could use a hug if you want to put darkness on me, or I can just give him a shadow from my pocket. Or a soul. From
I would say do
whatever he
that.
eats.
I'm
So,
going
Nope.
to bother Ivan.
okay, first off, who was using what were you going to use dazzling footwork for?
I was going to use fog and shadow to create a trail of smoke around Balsam.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
Balsam, I hand you Ivan food.
Join the
Ivan
campaign with me.
smells the food and he comes over to you, Thistle, and begins to climb up on top of you.
Great.
Make
Hi,
me a
Ivan.
strength save, Thistle.
It did say I was giving it to Balsam. 9.
You are toppled over as he doesn't pounce on you, he just is on top of you, and you're toppled over on the ground, and he's like sitting in your lap hugging you.
I know, you're a good boy. Here, have as much as you want. You're very heavy for a shadow, you know that?
He noms on the shadow jerky, and then as he eats it, he licks your face and begins to groom you.
Yeah, I love you too.
That is so cute.
Can you get that spot in my hair back here that's been tangled for like 3 days? Thanks.
He's like, what he does is he's like licking your hair, and then he like digs his claws into it, like ripping the knots out.
Perfect.
I would like to reach out to pet Ivan.
Okay, you pet Ivan.
Little scritches right at the base of the ear.
You feel that this doesn't feel like normal fur. It kind of feels a little bit cold and misty, but not
Poor
cold.
neglected Ivan.
It just feels a little bit cold and damp. But you do like scritch into something, what feels to be like some kind of object, and he begins to let out a deep purr.
Oh, he is a good boy.
He then gets off of you, Thistle, and begins to rub up between your legs and begin to rub up against you heavily, Alfwin.
Oh, I am blessed.
You are chosen. I'm gonna toss you a piece of shadow jerky.
Catch it. I will offer it to him reverently.
He licks and eats it out of your hand and gives you a deep meow as a panther, and then
No.
begins to. He kind of like gets up on his hind legs to like push himself onto your body and like press up against you.
Oh, I just
Okay.
remembered something.
How
gonna
do you think Solotl need any food?
I was just about to say, I think I'm gonna take Tarkus to the ocean a bit so he can get rehydrated.
Oh, good idea. I'm
In the
gonna
meantime-
toss you some Tarkus food.
In the
Tarkus
meantime,
food.
Salmon jerky.
I'm gonna give Ivan like those really good back of the jaw scratches. On both
As you
sides.
do so, he begins to try to climb you.
I will fall over gratefully.
As you fall over.
Hey,
with a
Balsam,
clank-
you need to train your cat.
If I die, I die.
As you fall over with a clank on the ground, he is now smothering you in giant panther fur. As he begins to try to like groom you, like lick.
Okay.
Like he like licks like side of like your cheek and face, and he just lays on you, content.
It's okay. I do not breathe, but if I die, I die.
Right.
Balsam, I miss you saying this shit in chat.
His thing is all crinkly and robotic.
I know. I just want him to know.
As you take Tarkus over to the ocean, he dips into the ocean and like splashes around a little bit, and then swims in a circle and then rehydrates himself.
Yeah. Off of him the food too.
He begins to nom on the salmon. Thank you very much. It's very helpful.
Need anything else, little buddy?
No, but I wish I could help you.
No, you can whenever you want.
Hey, you've got a little pet. Can't he like give you the help action often?
Not
If you
quite big
want.
enough for that.
Yeah. You gotta get bigger and stronger first.
Just to give you help?
Yeah, he's babby right now.
He wants to, though.
Yeah.
He's the size
that
of
matter?
like a 7-month-old kitten.
Yeah.
So
He's like this. He's like the size of Sven.
he's big, but not too big.
Yeah, he babby.
He does have a lot of defense, though, for being such a small creature. Man can reflect spells off of himself that are like 3rd level or lower. He has magical resistance, bludgeoning and slashing resistance, and he can like store spells in his skin.
He built tough. But I will. He babby. I'm not gonna put babby in the battlefield until he's ready.
Oh, but I mean, just like, you know, if you're doing like checks or something, like, he's your baby. He offers you emotional support.
Exactly. He just hangs out in my backpack for now until he gets big enough,
Kind of like
or in my hair, or yeah, in the airstream of my body. He just hangs out.
All right, is this the first time you've been outside the castle?
Who?
Aurora?
Shouldn't be.
Well,
Oh, she just disappeared.
there she is.
Yes, sorry. Technically, no, but I was never really in the castle much to begin with. I was on the grounds. I never really explored civilization, I guess you could say.
Well, I can't say this is much of a civilization, but at least it's different.
And different can be interesting.
Misty crawls over to the ocean and begins to splash in the ocean.
Yeah, I'm playing with Tarkus with like my air and everything. Can I be like Aang and make like an air ball?
Sure, you make an air ball and you just kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
floating and flipping inside the air ball.
Kill you.
So what do you think of Misty looking cute in the water?
Probably playing with Tarkus.
Oh, he took off. I'm still over with everybody. I trust him.
Hal's babysitting.
Yeah, I trust Hal too, mostly.
Baby.
So,
I mean, valid.
Alfwin, Ivan's just kind of laying and purring on you very intently.
Well, I cannot move now. Cat.
Big cat.
I will lay here until Ivan decides to move. My needs are secondary.
I mean, you technically don't have to breathe, eat, or drink, so your cat
I don't
can
even have to sleep. I can just lay here and enjoy this.
Yeah, you're good. You're the ultimate,
I'm gonna
lap for a
whisper to
cat.
Balsam. We need to get Winnie a pet.
Okay.
As this occurs to everyone, the general a lieutenant comes out to, comes over to you, Thistle, and hands you a letter, and then walks away.
Well, that's odd. What does it say? I'm gonna read it.
As you open up the letter is there's 2 letters inside. The first letter is a joint of acceptance where the Duke residing over the area that is also helping fund the army realizes the plea of workers and workers' rights, and is willing to do some reforming policy within the army to get better pay.
Wait a minute. I'm coming in.
What is it?
The
You succeeded.
Duke, who oversees the land area and helps fund the army slash have the army, like, be paid for, is willing to go through some policy restructuring to give better pay.
Yeah, it's right. Because all wealth is the product of labor.
What's the second letter?
The second letter is to knowing that because Prango has gone AWOL without a resignation through the army has put out a bounty for him, and upon doing so, your spot is being filled in by a new person who has been signed up through the military.
What do you mean my spot?
Has been signed up for a new spot through the military.
I'm really confused.
Prango left just recently, but he didn't do the official registration through the military, so he went AWOL. Because of that, because he was like breaching that contract, they filled in his spot inside your party with a new person through the military structure, and they're sending him to you now.
We've
But
been
there's
assigned a new party member.
We're getting someone new. I'm going to wave the first thing in the air and yell at all the people working here. Labor, not capital, is the source of all wealth.
As that happens, a carriage comes by, and out from the carriage you see a dragonborn drop down to his feet. Graves, you have been handed a letter from the carriageman that explains to you that you are being recalibrated from your original homeland up to you, player. Up to you wherever your backstory was taking you from before, assigned by military through military means, to be sent to this party to fill in a spot that has been desperately in need of filling. In doing so, you are being assigned to this party to help out through military action and patrol.
Excuse me, is this ruckus here the kind of decorum you use in a place such as this? Order. Come now, order. Peace. Like, are you serious, madam?
Talking to?
You, Thistle, I suppose.
You, ma'am, the one who is making all the noise within the guild square.
Yeah, you were the one that was shouting.
Oh. Unions are a right, not a privilege.
Unions are all right when you live in a capitalist world. We live in a very militaristic world, sweetheart. Get used to the plate. Get used to the page.
No, they say give back, we say fight back.
Also,
Organize the unemployed.
Also, I am
That
reasonably
is-
certain you deserve to be paid more as well.
Socialism for all.
I want ham and eggs, not pie in the sky. We don't
Okay,
cross picket lines.
My dear
Down
Warforged,
with the
trust me,
Republic,
I
up with the
paid
revolution.
quite enough for my position. I have been since day one. That being said, it seems as if I am to be your new companion, advisor, tactician, war hero.
Were you about
Companion
to say
first.
criminal?
I liked when you said companion. You could have just stopped there.
Mhm.
Seems I have my work cut out for me with all of you.
I am cat bed. You do not need to work on me.
Yeah, I'll probably come from the ocean with Turkus.
Misty
Direct
scuttles
action beats
along.
inaction. I'm just going to be speaking in labor union slogans for the rest of the night.
Ivan crawls off of Alfwin, licks your face, Alfwin, and then walks back to Balsam before going back in the jewel.
I am free to move now.
I'm going to go help Winnie up.
Yes.
Misty comes over to you, Thistle, and leans into your boot.
Happy baby.
Misty has grown, though.
Oh, excellent.
He has shed his skin by the water, and he is now the size of a Labradoodle dog, adult.
Like,
I don't think the dogs that you're referencing are actually getting much bigger.
No,
No.
It was big.
No.
Stella's not as big as a Labradoodle, right?
Labradoodle's like a large medium.
Yeah.
Labradoodles can be a lot of different sizes.
Large, medium dog.
Yeah.
You keep referencing designer breeds that can be many sizes.
Large,
Okay,
medium dog.
Look.
It
look,
doesn't matter. It does not matter what kind of fucking dog.
He's up to your
Basically-
kneecap.
What you need to reference is anything crossed with a corgi, because it's just
It's a
corgi
hellhound
cos-
for all.
It's just a corgi cosplaying as different dogs.
To put it in
That's
perspective,
hilarious.
Thistle,
Misty, you support your local trade union, don't you? I'm gonna hand him a little flag to hold in his tentacles.
he kind of holds it with his claws and begins to break the flag down and begin to nom on the flag.
Yeah, that seems about right.
That's his right.
This seems.
But
This
Misty,
seems
in
quite
terms
odd.
of size,
I-
when he's standing, is standing
I
at
can't-
your... I'm sorry.
I can't hear Alex.
I was just trying to
This-
say he was
this-
standing at your kneecap.
I can't hear me either. Don't worry.
Go ahead, I apologize.
Balsam asked something in the chat. Cactus.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. What's your dragon orange? Or not, or, oh fuck. Dragon origin.
Topaz.
A jewel dragon.
Pretty. It's my birthstone.
Shiny yellow stone.
Oh, I see. There was another dragon here. Quite right. Nice. What is and what is your origin? You seem very chromatic.
You sense a dragon mixed with a devil and standing in front of you in a devil armor.
I'm staring intently at the dragonborn scales. They're pretty.
All of my, you. So what? By the way, I guess I should.
Yeah, I want to insight check your character.
Well, let me describe myself. So in front of you stands a fairly tall, about 6'10", 6'11", even tall for a dragon. Very tall. Topaz, like a very orangey bronzish color, scaled dragonborn with armor that looks like it is made out of different parts of a castle. Stretching
cool.
all the way from his shoulders all the way down his body, down to his ankles. And on his back, he carries a shield that actually has 3 eyes looking out of it. He also carries to his side a flail and a spear on his back. And yeah, he gives off this very. Whilst his demeanor is very snobbish, you can't help but to feel very comforted and protected around him.
Oh, I can't, huh?
Excuse me, dragon.
It's
Lord
just the
Dragon.
kind of aura that he gives off.
Yeah.
Like he legit actually gives off this aura of protective.
All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, new
Wait,
dragon.
Balsam
Lord-
answered him that he's of green dragon lineage.
Chromatic. How?
Oh.
Wait.
He is snobbish.
Everybody except him is gonna hear in his head, what the fuck is up with this guy?
Am I incorrect in thinking that was mildly racist?
Does Alpha say that out loud?
Yeah. No, she says it in her head.
You're not wrong.
This is a nomadism. Don't worry, everybody.
Oh, you didn't hear any of that. You weren't part of our head conversation yet.
I know.
What? But I'm going to ask you, what's your name, soldier?
I see y'all giving me a weird stare. You may call me Admiral Graves, or just Graves. Sorry, have spent the last 18 years in the military. Some mannerisms are hard to shake off, but no matter. I have been sent here by our country and our world to mitigate the disasters that have come about at the Castle of Chaos. Disasters that most recently have been caused by a very recently former member of your party. Is that not incorrect? An elderly rabbit?
Elderly. Yeah. He just left.
Blaming everything on Prango?
Yeah, he's saying Prango just left.
You went AWOL.
Yeah. He went off
Yes,
to go get drunk somewhere.
Am I now considered part of this military unit, officially?
I dare to say that this be named a military unit yet. I don't. No, this is still a party as of yet. It will. Don't you worry. I will. Along with my work and your skills, we will no doubt make this into a formidable tactical unit someday.
I think he technically
Join
only
the
knows
army,
about...
baby. You're part of the family.
I think the military only technically
Welcome
knows
to the
about
family.
me, Thistle, and Balsam. Technically, because you two are new.
Yes.
And Graves, was it?
Yes, Graves.
Graves.
You call me. Yes.
Alright.
I am I believe I should introduce myself a little more. They call me Graves. I am a devout follower, a paladin of. One second, I have the name written down and I keep on forgetting it.
Insert God here.
of the morning Lord, the thunder, I'll be his light. And I do have some fairly special tricks that I am able to pull with light itself, but I shall wait until we are, so you say, in the midst of war time before I affect out my ability.
I will lean in, possibly uncomfortably close. Would
You
happen
are a
to be
bit too close for my liking.
acquainted with an engineer?
An engineer?
Yes.
I have been acquainted with many an engineer in my time. There's Daniel and Jafarius and Jamarion
Is
and
Daniel, Jafarius, or Demarion present? Like, here at this guild? I'm sorry, I have a pressing question.
I have not seen Jafarius since I was but a wee young lad, maybe 20 years old, maybe. Jamarion. Last I saw, he was. Oh wait, no. Last I saw, he was fighting something and sent him into the astral sea. I believe he is no longer with us. I'm sorry.
Oh. I will hold up the schematics. Do these mean anything to you?
Do these mean anything to me, Cactus?
What?
I'm holding up the schematics, like, uncomfortably close.
This is a crazy woman.
She is a lot, okay?
She is perfect, and I will fight
Do
you.
I recognize the schematics though?
No. Why would you recognize the schematics?
Didn't think
Wait.
so.
These
sorry,
people
but-
around here are pretty useless. I honestly think we're probably going to find the better answers in the castle than anything else. They don't help us with anything here.
I thought I would give him
Got
the
a point.
benefit of the doubt.
Oh, I'm not calling you useless, Admiral. I'm just saying that we haven't received a lot of support here, which, by the way, we just brought back 2 people who have lived in the castle for a long period of time and discovered several crypts, the alchemist lab, and the forest. And
As well as set loose a
can we get paid for
double
this information?
I mean, I am not the one that's in charge of payment, of course.
Oh, no, I'm asking Cactus.
You never brought it to the
Oh.
general.
Oh, there's a
I've been
general.
asking you this question. I'm asking if we can do that.
Can you do so? Yes. You just need to bring it to the general to get paid.
I am on board with speaking with this general.
I bring it to the general. Can we get paid?
Gosh, calm down. So, you go to the lieutenant and you explain everything to the general. The general pays each of you 65 gold.
Like each of us, or enlisted each of us?
Each of you 65 gold, excluding Alex.
Love my hate my boss.
Don't you worry, General. I will make sure that that one stays out of all this union talk. I know it's not quite good for the brand.
In your head, you hear, yeah, try it.
Oh, boy.
And in your head, you hear, don't you worry, I will.
He has the message spell.
Nope, I have psionic mind.
Nice.
1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 65.
Well, you're in it now because I messaged you. So all of us plus Misty and one other pet can talk to each other. Who wants their pet in?
Is Prego still in it?
No, Prango's out. He's out of range anyway.
I guess Tarkus is
You don't
the
know-
only
you
other
don't know
one.
that. You don't know that. He could be sitting at the fucking bar.
Do you want me to talk to Prango? Pretty sure he gave me a death threat.
Prango is in the mountains by now.
Yeah, we took a long rest, so it's been a while.
It's okay. Aelfwin's Head's basically just the Katamari theme song on loop.
No.
And now it's stuck in all your heads.
It is stuck in my head.
Never played the game, don't know about it.
Oh my god. It's a great song.
Yeah. Same here.
Or
So-
if you know it, it's stuck in your head now.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay. It was already there. I didn't.
What?
So what do you guys want to do now?
What's the name of our country?
I haven't named it yet.
Well, the admiral here was referencing it, so I'm just wondering.
Oh, can I meet this general?
What did you say it was, Alex?
What?
You said there was a country name?
No, he just referenced our country.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll just say pro-union, pro-country, progressive.
I am pro-country, sweetheart, but the problem is the union is bad for everyone. Not
Yeah, you're
just
wrong.
for us.
You're wrong.
No, it is bad for everyone.
Why do I
Yeah,
feel-
you're wrong.
Why do I feel like
This
there's
way-
a red scare coming around the corner?
No, you're wrong.
This way you have freedom of reign amongst the castle. We both do. We both have freedom of reign amongst the castle now. If we had a union involved, they would try to stop all of that.
Are
They
we
would
not
try
a
to stop
union?
us from getting killed and get paid fair wages.
Yes, the problem is that every step into the castle is another chance of getting killed. Is it not?
Yeah, and I would like my my family to be compensated greatly in the case of my untimely death.
The problem is, and how do you know that your family won't be? You've never tested this theory, have you?
I do not wish
Kid,
to
you're not gonna
die.
you're not gonna convince me that labor unions are bad. I'm starting one in this area. It's already a done deal.
Apparently, I am a member.
From what it seems, money seems to be the thing that runs the world anyway, and I, for one, can't stand it.
See, that is the way to look at things. It is not all about the money.
You wanted to meet the general?
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
this young man.
Everyone who says money isn't everything are the ones who actually have it.
So you
Also sits down with the oligarchy.
I am fairly broke myself. I don't really have much use for the currency. I tend to give most of it to the tithes at temple.
Greed for money lost me my family and my tribe.
Yeah, and
I
I'm a
can't stand
monk.
it.
They teach you to not
Agreed, it's a
really
matter of
have a lot of
fairness.
material wealth.
But the more you have, the more you can give to those that need it.
True.
You said you wanted to talk to the general?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are taken to the lieutenant, and the lieutenant knocks on the door of the general and opens the door and says, "Sir, there's a person who wishes to meet with you." "And what is it now?" "For who are you?"
Hello. I am a denizen of the castle that you have been sending a party to explore, I think? I do not know. We've made many people angry.
He puffs on his pipe. "Yes, yes, what about it?"
I simply wish to know more about this organization that I am apparently now associated with.
This organization used to be part of... I'll give you a briefing then, short and sweet, as I have limited time. He takes out from his drawer a book and hands it to you. "Now, run along and read that."
Alright, I do wish to state that, as one who has been part of that castle for a long time, I cannot say how long, I can perhaps provide information. As I assume that is your goal. Am I correct?
"Yes, we wish to learn information on how to destroy that castle."
Destroy it.
"Yes. Everything you need to know is inside that booklet there."
Did the castle itself harm you in any way?
He smokes on his pipe and begins to go back to his work, and he just kind of mumbles, "Just read the pamphlet."
What does the pamphlet say?
Bill's gonna look at him and say, "Rude."
So the booklet outlines their history so far. The history so far is that... So, to regale you, not the whole series of events that have happened thus far, but that involve this particular faction of people, they used to be a congregation of chaos that worshipped chaos. Then an evil entity known as the Crimson Bard came about. In reality, it was just chaos coming down from the heavens and through the different... Because chaos is a god that doesn't have a form, it needs to have a vessel to be given a form. So it comes down to try to take a vessel, usually someone that has a great desire to change the world somehow, and then twists that person's desires into making a rapture event. Because chaos itself is an entity that warps reality, when anybody wishes it and worships into existence, the whole point is for them to be raptured and reborn into another world, or be reborn into this world, to alter reality on a grand scale. The congregation summoned up Chaos, which they thought was an evil entity impersonating Chaos, which was the Crimson Bard. The Crimson Bard wished to get revenge on all religions for killing off his party members, because his party members were part of a temple group that went into a crypt to kill a necromancer, and when his party came back damaged after killing the necromancer, the temple basically blasted them as heretics and waged a witch hunt on all of them to hunt them down and kill them, with the bard being the only one that survived. He wished for revenge to kill off all religion. He got his revenge, and he wiped religion, every single congregation, off the map in one night, including all their textbooks and all iconography of every god, off the map all at once in one night. That was the first of this trilogy here. The second adventure that happened was then the Return of Chaos, where a party went into the castle to fight and hunt down Chaos, and they did, and they befriended him. And upon befriending him, they basically talked him down. Upon doing so, they resisted Chaos. Chaos got sent back to his dimensional plane to wait another couple of 50 years to be resurrected again. Because there's no congregation after the Rapture event, and there's no more religion on the planet, there was no active religions on the planet. All the stuff went back to a dormant state, meaning anyone that found anything had to start from scratch again on anything.
Like, how long ago did this happen?
The first event happened about 200 years ago. The second event happened about 80 years ago, and I'm getting to us right now. Just give me a second. I'm trying to speed it along. Sorry if I'm taking too long.
No, you're good.
And so, I know we're getting close to the ending point. And so, then what happened is the current ruler of the Castle of Chaos ended up dying, and led to this outcome, where he ended up dying because this military unit, which was made up of the old people that found the original religion of Chaos, found Chaos to be an evil entity because he wiped all other religions off the map. Seeing that he has that kind of power, they don't want anything to happen to that again. So they sent an assassin into the castle to kill the king who ruled over the Castle of Chaos. Problem with this now, his second in command saw this as a betrayal of man, and wishes to now kill all man off of the planet, all humanoids.
Okay.
And now we're in the current situation, where he took Chaos by the balls, grabbed it, took his power for itself through pure rage and determination, and is now literally destroying the castle to create a death effect that would wipe all humanoids off the planet.
So what I'm getting here is, so the cult realized it was a cult, felt super pissed about it, had a raging hate boner regarding the situation, and then died mad about it.
I guess so.
Okay.
Now
He's mad. He's mad that that's pretty much correct.
and so now this military unit is built off of the humans that don't want Chaos coming back, so they want to take the castle, tear it to the ground, because they feel that'll destroy everything inside of it, leaving Chaos no conduit point to come back to.
I see.
And if you guys can map out the whole castle, then that means they can make a strike point, and
I'm gonna look to my fellow party members.
I think they're all still outside except me,
Okay.
Went in
but I
with
could be
you.
wrong.
I'm gonna leave the presence of the general before saying.
I probably went in with you.
Okay.
I would assume Aurora would have as well.
The castle is my home. It is all that I know. I cannot say that I am on board with destroying it.
Yeah, I can't say that I was aware that that's what we were doing either. I thought our job was to just find out information so they could destroy chaos.
Well, I mean, technically,
Well,
if
I mean,
you
to be fair, we are destroying chaos. It's just that the castle itself is chaos as well. It's
But why would you destroy the home of people who have been there for so long?
Thousands of entities.
it simply must be done. It's not a matter of whether it's right for the entities that reside there. The chaos that resides in that castle rebirths itself time after time after time after time after time after time after time. It's
So
an
find a way
endless
to
cycle.
find a way to resolve the chaos without
Do you think
harming
we
the
haven't?
residents.
Do you believe that we haven't tried, young
Not
elf?
hard enough.
This
I narrow
pamphlet
my eyes. Yeah, I
does
don't
not
like you.
this pamphlet does not give indication of trying. It is the tale of a sect that was deceived and is angry at the deception without consideration. Is the
And we
impression I get.
literally thousands of people in there, and a lot of the entities that are in there
Down with the
are being controlled by
oligarchy.
other people, and it's not their choice.
And it's not like they were. It's not like it is not as if they are going to die when the castle is cleansed.
I believe they said destroyed.
You mean decimated?
Cleansed is another word for all of that. Was it?
No.
That is
No,
the
it's
word
not.
they use
It
to
is-
destroy.
That is all just words. I am sure that they mean nothing by it. I am sure that it is just another word you said. I am sure that your guild means nothing by it. That my country means nothing by it. We are simply going to go cleanse the castle and then be done with it. Okay?
Insight check on his assurances, because I'm pretty sure that you don't know what you're talking about. 23.
Your insight check tells you that you all have been a little bit deceived by this, in the sense that initially, it is true. You've all been given half truths per se. It's true that you've been sent into the castle to destroy chaos. That is a big part of why you're there. But you're also gathering information, and each piece of information you feed the military makes it so they have one more piece of map to map out the place so they can make a concentrated strike. And on his side, he's been fed military propaganda his whole life. So, military.
Yeah, which is
sentiment.
why everything that he's saying, I'm sure, is bullshit.
All right,
It's not necessarily his fault per se. It's more of
No, I know, but I know what not to listen to when I hear it. Hal, you're gonna hear in just your head. What do you think about the castle being destroyed?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask Balsam the same thing.
I don't know. I see both sides to it. I see the benefit and the con.
I'm sure if the castle is destroyed, it's only meant to be built back up in the end. Better and more durable and resilient than ever. I'm sure of it.
How?
Right? At least that's what I've been taught.
How?
I don't know if the guild has powerful mages on their side.
Oh, you poor brainwashed soul.
I would like to state that it is not your home that is being threatened.
No, but you are questioning and making and threatening my entire existence in
I am
terms of
threatening
everything I've
nothing.
ever known.
Sweetheart, you're the one who showed up here and started throwing around all this information. Our party is what it is.
I have given no threats.
We
at
have
all.
not threatened anything. You just don't like what we're saying.
voicing my concern regarding my home. I am not threatening you, your way of life, your home. This place is all that I have to connect me to whatever I may be. And you wish to wipe it from the map, and that is
I
disheartening.
I do not wish to wipe it from anything.
That is what this pamphlet
I'm
says.
just following orders.
Do you question your orders?
Yes, of course I question my orders after hearing all of this. I don't know what else to do. I've always followed orders. I don't disobey. You see, I I don't disobey.
Would
You're
I?
asking me to disobey.
Would Hal know how like paladins work, and like how,
Roll
in a
me-
sense, of how they take orders and don't really question it because that's how they're raised in the
So
church.
I'm a paladin of the Morning Lord, and the Morning Lord is all about following the law and following order and following the
Yeah.
rules.
Hal, roll me a religion check.
Darn 8.
All that you gather is that based upon what you know about general orders of paladins and their oaths, is that they are bound willingly and soul to their faith. So if their faith binds them to law, they are bound to the law. It's not a matter of them. They can question the order, but they still have to take it out.
Yeah. I'll
It doesn't
say
so much. It's more so
Yeah.
of their being. Their whole
Yeah.
existence is based around that religion. So if the religion says, "Go kill the person in the field," they may not like it, and they may hate themselves for it, but they will still have to do it.
Right.
They still will do.
Yeah, I'll say to Thistle, it's like, Thistle, he's bound to the oath that he swore.
And be
It's
like,
not-
I don't understand this. He is fine. I'm fine with him believing what he believes. I just can smell bullshit when I smell it. That's all I said.
But that's not his fault. You should kind of lay off him a little bit.
I don't need to. I'm not saying that anything is anybody's fault, but I'm allowed to call out bullshit if I hear bullshit.
I am allowed to stick up for my home.
I am not threatening your home, and
You
I am
are.
not feeding you bullshit. How am I? I have told you I wish no harm upon your home. I am
Except-
simply following my orders.
I'm holding up
And
a
I am
pamphlet.
sorry. And I am sorry if you cannot accept that.
He doesn't have a choice. And frankly, neither do I.
Say to just Balsam, now that I've heard from Balsam, Aurora, and what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Balsam, Aurora, and Winnie. I don't like this. And anybody who also wants to figure things out before we move forward with giving them more information in case it puts the people inside the castle at risk, I'm okay with not sharing any more information until we figure this out a little bit better.
I will communicate in this small circle. I have no desire to give them any information, which I was dismissed out of hand, at any rate, and thus my expertise is not required here.
That was the feeling I got too. Aurora, did you want to try to talk to them?
I
You're as much in this as anyone, so.
don't think as far as information about my home for who knows how long now, I don't plan on giving them any more. I don't plan on giving them any information because, as far as I know, I haven't given them any yet to begin with. So
We did just give them information and we got paid for it, but, you know. gold's not worth the price of a lot of lives. So I'm with you too.
Thank you.
And Balsam's hearing all this. He can speak for himself.
I guess you'll have to find you guys as a calligrapher.
I don't know what that means.
Map maker.
Cartographer.
Calligrapher makes
Yeah.
Sorry.
great.
Cartographer. I am sorry.
Okay.
Cartographer. You'll have to find a cartographer.
Everybody's back in the mental circle now.
You know, those big C words, they get so confusing.
GM Brain Burr.
But
What's Balsam saying?
what do we do now?
However, I'm not opposed to having a little bit more, I guess you could say, meet with us.
Stuck
We
with them.
seem to be a party of fairly soft people.
No, it appears at least those of us who were hired by this guild were stuck with them, so.
Well, am I technically hired by the guild, or am I just a meat shield, kinda?
If by hired you mean you're paying your sentence here, then sure.
Yeah. What do you mean paying my sentence? Like, the more information I get back, the less years I got?
Well, you had a life sentence, so you're burning off your life sentence by serving a very dangerous, life-threatening mission.
Yeah.
You're Suicide Squad.
Yeah. That's why I said, it's like, I ain't got no choice. Either this or prison.
But no, you do not have to feed them information. You'll just have to find a cartographer to make the maps out for you.
Yeah.
It is alright, I have allies who know this place better than anyone.
I have
Ooh.
proficiency on thieves' tools, not photography tools. I don't even have thieves' tools in my inventory. Why don't I have thieves' tools?
It's okay, I don't think I do either.
Yeah. But,
Only
Are
herbs and a
we-
pan flute.
are we going to head back to the castle now, then?
Actually, it's midnight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
was
do
gonna-
have to go.
So we are going to
Yeah.
end session here.